What is going on, guys? It's your boy Az. We are back here with another video for you guys, and yeah, we are going to be addressing here how many players are still playing Marvel Strike Force here, especially with regards to the anniversary event. Have we gone up? Have we gone down? And again, here I will just quickly show you guys last month, actually, kind of right around the time when they were posting the updates with the quality of life and the game vision, and of course as well with regards to the anniversary and the Q&A and all that other stuff. And we had actually done a video earlier on indicating how many players were in our Cosmic Crucible shard. This was on my baby account, and as you guys can kind of see here, there was a few other number inputs. I think for the leaderboard events, the numbers was kind of floating somewhere between 185,000 to about 175,000. So there was some variances there, but of course as well, a good accurate picture is always the Cosmic Crucible season, because Cosmic Crucible usually you need to be about level 60ish to enter Cosmic Crucible, so that puts you into like a kind of a more like a higher level. So obviously players are sticking around a little bit longer, they're gearing and tearing their characters up, and I do believe it took me about I think I want to say it took me about a week to get to level 60. No, sorry, a month. Sorry, that's what I meant to say, not a week, a month. So obviously, you're sticking around a bit longer, and you're starting to get the game mechanics of it. And yeah, I think for the most part, it was fairly straightforward. Might have been a month and a half actually. Crap, I need to go look at my footage. But anyways, so we were sitting at around 213,000 players, kind of on the bottom of where my Cosmic Crucible was, and I tried to get the screenshot as close as to before the season ends, so that way you can kind of just get an accurate picture of everyone kind of trickling in here before the season ends. And now we're back on my actual account here, and again, still in Cosmic Crucible. We've got it ending soon here as well, and I tried not to do any attacks. I tried not to do too much on there, so that way my rank maintains low, and also trying to keep my TCP low as well here, so that way if there's any 0-0 matchups, then of course we will try to lose, because obviously when you're tied, the lower TCP always loses. So of course I was trying to make sure that I don't do attacks, and you guys can kind of see here, there's a few guys attacking in my shard here, but obviously not too many. And again, as you guys can see here, we'll go into the season ranking, and again we have 22 days left, so take it with a grain of salt as well here, because the last screenshot we had took it kind of near the end of the season, and I do feel like it's a little bit more accurate kind of towards the end of the season, because there's just more players trickling in here, and it's at the end of the season, so it captures a larger a larger pool, so to speak, because it's just of the days left. And as you guys can kind of see here, we are kind of sitting around 202,000. So again, we had 213 before, so we've dropped off by about 10,000. And as I already said, take it with a grain of salt, because we still have 22 days left on the actual Cosmic Crucible season, so that doesn't necessarily mean that there's actually a drop in players. It's more so the fact that this is just kind of where we are in the season, and I think as the season progresses, my ranks usually drop further down, and I wanted to wait until the full 22 days to get an accurate picture, but I wanted to give you guys an early indication of on what the game is actually, what is going on right now and how the game has been, and if it is in fact dropping or not dropping, or how many players there are. And of course as well, like I said, it gives us an idea, right, of the health and the economy and how the game overall is doing, especially because we have the anniversary event taking place right now, and if it's been good or bad. Yeah, for sure, I hope this makes sense. Also I want to say, if you guys go into Dark Dimension as well here, whoops, I keep scrolling too far past here, and I also think this indication of Dark Dimension 9 is another indicator of how the game is doing, because as you can see here, quite a few finishers, and I am not gonna lie to you guys, this is definitely more than what I thought was gonna finish. So I mean, how is the game doing overall? Well, I will say, um, because of these lovely gents, and because of as you can see here, the top 100, they're they're getting through it, and 30% I think is about node. I think you're starting to get into you past the city nodes and into the I do believe those are the global nodes, but you can see here that there's definitely lots of people partaking, and of course as well looking at these time runs, yeah, lots of complete annihilises as well. So very excited, I think, to hopefully get some gameplay footage. Oh, there's OG Diamond Dave, congrats brother. Looks like he made it on the list as well here, so he's got the fully amped up Annihilus, and I haven't seen any in my arena shard yet, but like I said, I would like to see if I can see how they do against the current meta, and of course as well see how powerful he really is. But of course, yeah, like I said, shout out to all these guys, because they are kind of footing the bill for the game here, so to speak, and of course as well keeping the lights on for us. So thank you so much, you guys, and again, congratulations to all the top finishers, Johnny, Sassy, and Genie, for being the top 3 here, and of course as well because of that we'll also get some free shards from Johnny as well for his pick, his choice, right? But having said that, back to my point here regarding the actual player side of things. I'll give you guys an update in another 20 some days to see where we are from this 202,000. And again, I don't plan on doing any attacks here on my baby account, just because we don't really need to. We don't really need to get the extra credits or anything like that. It doesn't really impact our account all that much because it is more of a testing account, and I use it more solely to help you guys for for unlocks and getting minimum unlocks on certain characters like Null and Old Man Logan, and hopefully Shadow King. I know Shadow King's supposed to be coming back, so hopefully sooner than later. But other than that, guys, hopefully it gives you guys an indication of what is going on here in terms of our overall player base and the numbers as well, and kind of how we're doing right now with regards to the 8th anniversary. I know the sediments as well isn't great right now because they are changing the release methods for a lot of the newer characters, like for example High Evolutionary, and for this week it'll be Executioner. So it will be interesting to see if the numbers also kind of correlate to that. So we'll see what happens here in the next 20 some days, and whether the direction will be good or positive. And of course as well, we also have the Age of Fear coming this week as well here, so that may bring an influx of players, or maybe it'll do the opposite. But again, like I said, we've lost that core input for characters, and I think that was a big part in this game, right, where you can get the core unlocks. Was it in this section? I don't even know where it is. I think it was it was in this section, and they just took everything right out. So I mean, we'll see what happens here. We'll see if they do anything to address it. Other than that, guys, that's all I got for this one. Again, enjoy the nice quiet Monday. It's kind of nice sometimes when it's we don't have too much going on with the game, and then you can kind of get a little breather too. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Always appreciate you guys' time. Always appreciate you guys tuning into this, and I will see you guys in the next one.